Hello, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here. How are you doing? I think I'm coming back on balance after losing my mind recently. You may have saw that episode. And losing my mind might be an overstatement, but I was really in sort of a state of mental shock, if you will. But hey, getting back on it, the main reason for this episode, or this thing, is to let you know that Saturday, that's the next day presumably, Saturday morning my time, not gonna set us an official time just because of things, but Saturday morning my time, and that's California time, Pacific Daylight Time, if that helps you figure out, I'm going to be live streaming Hearts of Iron 4 Japan, Black Ice, of course, currently playthrough. A lot of stuff doing. Just was seeing that we got a lot of aircraft there that should be operating somewhere else, especially the stuff over Manzai. Need to maybe shift it out over here. Well, those are a lot of zeros. Wow, that would probably do useful somewhere else. They're at sea, they're full up. I've got room, so they should come out there and then operate here against both types. And these guys who are coming over here should operate in Eastern India, or as I would think of it, as Assam. Okay, well, that gets the guys up from China. So, come and join all of the usual crowd. I expect a lot of us will be there. Django, Azads, Arno. Fun bunch of guys. Hey, we'd love some women to show up, I'm sure. But, you know, I may just hope in vain on that. And we'll be talking a lot of different things, I'm sure, including invading Azad's home, or homeland, or whatever. Okay, well, they're pushing against these not very successfully. I want to cut off all of those troops, so let's attack there. This will be just a preview because let's see, we do have, well, they have enemy air superiority. We don't quite have too much of a bonus. We've got Yamashita here, has a much better skill level and a lot more traits than this Indian general. Now, we do know that even Paradox Interactive is something of a social justice warrior, you know, and companies can hardly not be that these days. And I fully, you know, the idea, fully endorse the idea of, like, where historically accurate have women involved in this series. There was a sort of a Manchukuo general. She, yes, was a woman. Only dressed, well, no, various times dressed like a man. Various odd things going on with her. But yeah, but she wasn't fooling anybody that she was a man, was, I guess, my point of that. And so you have that. That's, I think, the only combat general. Don't know how high up in the WACS and WAVES and other women's service in the American service, which were non-combat services, rank-wise women got. But it was well after the war, I believe, for the first female general of any type in the American services. And I know there was no female admirals in the American services in World War II. So yeah, I have to wonder. My impression is that the Indian Army, this is just my impression, I don't know, had no Indian generals. That's my impression. I know during the 19th century, basically the entire officer class was British of the Indian Army. Back in the 18th century, a fair amount of the East India Company's officers were Indian, so they become more racist in their officers as time goes on. I do know that there were Indian officers during World War II, but still a lot of units were like exclusively English officers with Indian troops and NCOs. So if we look at this battle, okay, again we have another Indian, so yeah, no, you need to go to Calcutta, because even if you get cut off, you can still hold out and be supplied via the sea in Calcutta. And get to Calcutta, I can send in a lot of units via the sea, and so we will open up much more transport ability by doing that. Okay, you guys support that attack up there. You guys counterattack. No one said you got to have a holiday. Put in your light tanks. Yeah, you keep going. You get there. If they hadn't paused, it probably would have made it without. Interference. You flank out around there. Oh good, now we've got Calcutta. Oh, keep forgetting you got to come here, click on the port, and then click on this port. There we go. Now you can go by the sea. You can march back in there, hopefully take it before we lose that control. Calcutta should be a pretty decent port for us. It is quite a ways up the river. Don't know how well it would work with a modern large shipping type situation. And we've generated an ace. Okay. Dutch East Indies has capitulated. Well, great. Yes, don't worry, I will be replaying this when we go live, but get sort of where we're going. Okay, bunch of light infantry equipment. You can see sniper sections, heavy machine guns. Those are all useful. And we got some transport ships. That's very useful. Mannlicher, scopes for sniper operations, and other things. Okay. Very good. Uniforms. Very nice. Very, very nice. Still fighting some guys up there. Now that's all well and good. Another thing we're going to be doing tomorrow is playing some War Thunder. And I've just got ground up to a... oh, let me go back and exit out of this. I think we'll play that better. I'm recording as a screen cap. Okay. There we go. Just got my first destroyer. Don't know how long this will take. We'll be playing some... We'll take part. Yeah, gotta click the thing, don't I? Some War Thunder here as well. You can get a sneak preview of that. Been really playing a lot of ships, just trying to grind up some decent ones. Like I say, we just got a destroyer. Sort of interested. You guys could post even with a link, because I'm not that worried about losing viewers. Don't have that many to start out with. What non-gaming channels that do a sort of single type of content that you guys like to watch? You know, not just, you know, whatever cat video that pops up, but I mean like a channel that routinely does something. Because I'm thinking like Sea and Arsenal, which is a channel that does, I think it's about every other week, main big episodes on one weapon, or small arms, of World War I. You know, that is all that the channel, at least currently, does until they get through all of the weapons in World War I. And they've been going at it for a few years now, and I don't even think they're halfway through yet. And then they'll tackle other things, they say. Or, you know, forgotten weapons with Gun Jesus. You know, it's a very good stuff that just does sort of, you know, also small arms, but mostly modern, as in not flintlocks or something, but mostly modern firearms in that sense, but older stuff, and trying to focus on sort of rare stuff, but not to one period. Or like another thing I watch a lot of is Inside the Chieftain's Hatch, which deals with tanks in general. A lot of focus on World War II tanks, and the guy who puts the stuff together was a tanker in the American Army, and so he's sort of inside each position and analyzing what's going on, and likes that. And yes, I'm just mostly babbling now, waiting for the next battle to start here. Sorry about that. I think earlier today we did release some other War Thunder ships. Not sure right now as I'm making this what I should have kept doing Hearts of Iron 4 while waiting for this, or starting this out when I started talking about Hearts of Iron 4. That would have been smart, you know. Not always smart, am I? Okay. Come on, come on, come on. You've got a lot of people ready to play. You need Fort max 16 per side. You can mix the levels. I know you do. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. You can sort of jump forward in this thing until you see this sort of screen of waiting go away if you want to watch me get sunk. Or see if I sink somebody else. Okay. So yeah, so other things. And the reason I want to know what other sorts of channels that you reasonably faithfully, not that you've got to like watch every episode, especially if they do like daily content or something. Ah, here we go. But just to sort of see what else viewers of this channel are interested in. Okay, we are going to start out with a late model Higgins boat. I guess I'm just talking about the destroyer I got, but that is unground up, and we will get to that once we get sunk in one of these. Patrol Torpedo 200. Okay, swing out under these arches here. Some of their choices, and yes, this is a night battle, which I didn't really want to have. For look and feel, I sort of wonder about. I'm doing some Arctic stuff, which I think is really odd. I've only played on one of those for sea battles, you know, with icebergs and such, and that really wasn't a thing too much in World War II. No, not even really much up in Norway. You can see out ahead of us, just right out there, these are destroyers. They sort of start further out to sea. This guy here, I have it set up. He also has rockets now. Boom. And we're doing 84 kmh, whatever that is. Can we hit anything 4 kms away? See the aiming ladder out front for the rockets, and then the green torpedo line of death, as it were. Okay, that's where it if he doesn't change course, he'll be when the torpedo reaches him, but we have no idea that he's going to stay on that course. I'm going to drop a few other torpedoes because we have other guys here. I am trying to lead these other guys. So we got credit for capturing the zone. We're turning around and running away. And we're firing our guns at this guy. Oh, we're hitting him. Now he's only one. Oh, we destroyed him. Wow, we got clear. Oh, that was probably... Is that... Did we get him with our torpedo? Yeah, that is it. We got him with our torpedo. He did not change... See, there's a lesson to you. He did not change heading or speed enough. They're all focused on these other destroyers. Not on us, because we're too little of a target. Waiting for our torpedoes to reload, which is a very unrealistic thing. Okay, get the aiming thing on. Okay. other guys out there. Non-penetration, so that was gunfire that didn't hit. Okay, can we turn tight enough? Turn. Okay. Oh, he died without our torpedoes hitting him. Okay. I thought I would have died by now. I don't know. Okay. They're just behind a smoke screen, I think. He's still there? Smoke screens were a big thing in the war. Oh, no, looks like he's down too. Oh, there he is. Okay. He's firing off. Oh, we got a kill assist out of that at least. I was getting ready for a rocket attack. Yeah, it seems like they're going to win the battle while we kill them all. Yeah, I know this is a long announcement video of streaming again, announcing it Saturday morning my time. Most Saturdays I'm live streaming. Most of the time something Hearts of Iron 4, partly because it's a fast-paced game compared to Hearts of Iron 3, and I like to sit and talk over Hearts of Iron 3 a lot more. Destroyer here, or a torpedo boat or something like that. At something that small when they change direction, though may take out. No, you seem to have survived that. died. Now let's go to the Clemson here. Clemson. Yeah.
Threat in the air.
Very not ground up. Very much an early, well, pre-war sort of destroyer. There is only this one little anti-aircraft gun of some type on the fantail there, back there. And we have not the big thing on top of the deck there, but the little things are next to the depth charge racks, which aren't currently filled. And this isn't going to be interesting because there's nothing to shoot at. Maybe we should have started out with this. But we can see. Let's try to get this guy. Come on, target something here. Because it's night, you can't see anything. Now the red is the torpedo thingy. Come on, guns, fire. I just want you to fire. I know I just launched a torpedo, but that was just to see. My controls were actually sort of working. Okay. Well, I guess there's no real point in continuing this. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for liking the videos. Again, it's over on the other streaming service. I'll put the logo up on it. Gamer_1745. Find me there. Follow me there. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Post, or love to see you post something, some comment, question, suggestion. Love hearing from you. I hope to see you Saturday.